P and Q. So it's like, if you consider P and Q, it's this distance, and A is here initially and B is here initially. So now they are moving towards each other. We don't know the distance of this P to Q. That is the entire question which we need to find distance between P to Q. We'll put this as, let's consider it as L, the entire distance as L, and then the first meeting happens 60 meters from P. So when they meet for the first time, they meet from here 60 meters. So this point is, distance is 60. Now what happens? B reaches this part, A reaches this part towards the end, and then again they turn and then meet here somewhere where the distance is given 40 meters. Now as you see, if we break the question in two parts, like at part 1, when they are moving towards each other, time is constant, and then they meet, the ratio of distance will be equal to ratio of speed. So it means, if I have told you to consider this as L and this as 60, and this will be L minus 60. So what will be the, in the first meeting, A will have traveled 60, then B will have traveled L minus 60. That's what they meet, and this is the ratio of speed. What we'll do that, in the second rate, we will analyze the second case and form the second equation and solve it, and that's a very easy method. Now think what happened. What is the distance now for the second case? So what happened? So for the second case, let's remove this. So A went till here and then came here. Okay, this was the point which I told you. It means it traveled the entire L and then again travel more 40 meters. So L plus 40 will it be? Correct? And what happened with B, who was here, moved here and then came till here. So if you think, means it traveled from here and came here. So what if you consider it as entire 2L and you subtract this part, so you will get 2L minus 40. So now your equation is formed. Perfect. The moment you solve this equation, you get your answer. But the problem with this kind of question is, this will still take time. Maybe you didn't take time to figure this around, but this part will still take time to solve, and then you will waste another 2 to 3 minutes solving the entire question, which is not required here. So you will get as L equals to 140. This is your answer in this case. So now what I am going to tell you is the another method which does not involve so much calculation intensive things. You just need to observe and you need to think about it, because then when you are ignoring the quadratic equation part, then you have to think about the situation which is happening. Let's see it. Now let's begin. So when they meet for the first time at this part, so you know that they have completed covered entire distance of L. So whatever we have noticed was L. So in the first meet they have covered L. So in this, now when they go from here again and then meet back, and A will go from here again and meet back, they will have completed the entire 3 times of the distance of the pool. So now if this part is clear, so in the first meeting when they covered a total of L which we have taken, so A had covered 60, so it means in the second meet A will have completed 3 times the distance, so it means A should have covered 180 meters. Now the thing happens, but he has completed 1 lap. So the entire 1 lap he has completed and returned to this point. So then that's why we will subtract 40 from this. So our answer will be directly 140. You just multiply 3 times of what he covered, and then you know that he returned back to this point, and that's why this part we subtracted. Otherwise, you can imagine he's going from this part again, coming and meeting here. This is a 3 round. But what happens? He is here only, this part. So that's why we must subtract 40 and get the answer as 140. Thank you.